Hello, guys, and welcome again to the Double Pivot podcast. It's good to be back after a long time. And I have my good friend from college, Ronak Kohli, today to talk about the football in the past few weeks. Ronak is a big Manchester United fan. Happy days for him. Good win yesterday. So looking forward to talk to him about that. Ronak, how are you doing, bro?
Good, bro. This podcast couldn't come in a better time for me. Post Fergie, this is the best time to be a United fan.
It's like, I wanted to ask you about that.
Top of the league, Liverpool.
Yeah, yeah, it's like the good old days. Top of the league, beating Liverpool, a good run in the cup competitions also. So, what's changed?
Yeah,
In the last few months. I remember the last defeat, especially I was looking, was in the Premier League. I think was against Arsenal, that 1-0 game. After that, I
yeah,
think things have improved. So, yeah, just your thoughts on what's
yeah.
changed.
For United, what has changed is from last 1 year, from 2020, Bruno came in, as simple as that.
Yeah,
Bruno came in and the kind of impact he has had, I don't think any other player in my time, I've not
yeah,
seen any player have this kind of impact from right off, from
yeah,
starting from the very first game.
yeah,
You can say Suarez had this kind of impact in Liverpool in the 13-14 season,
yeah,
when he carried Liverpool literally for a title challenge, but he didn't have it right away from
yeah,
like day one. He needed time to settle in and everything. I don't remember any signing having this kind of impact,
yeah,
except
definitely.
maybe people say Eric Cantona did during
Yeah,
the old days.
yeah,
But even he had a transition from Leeds United to Man United. He
yeah,
didn't come
that's right.
directly
Yeah,
from a foreign league, from a Portugal league or anything like that. And the kind of impact he has had, you can see players like Werner struggling, so
yeah,
many players, let alone Chelsea, see past United players, the Di Marias, the Falcaos, even maybe Schweinsteiger,
yeah,
everyone failed. Everyone couldn't live up to the expectations.
yeah.
But he has
Mm,
been amazing.
yeah, Bruno has come in, yeah,
And
straight away. Yeah.
and
How much
straight away
how
just
much
picked out.
credit
Look at the
how much
stats. I think he's the best.
how much credit do you give to the manager Oli? I think in general he was under a lot of criticism after they went out of the Champions League. So again, from his point of view, what's he done well? In this period. According to you.
For me, Ole always gets an unfair criticism.
Yeah,
He doesn't get his share of the. He needs
yeah.
to get a lot of
Because
credit.
because he's
From
not
day
that
one when he came in,
popular. Yeah,
he doesn't have a CV. To be honest, he
yeah,
doesn't have a CV. He
yeah,
coached Molde and he had an unsuccessful spell at Cardiff.
yeah,
So he doesn't have a CV. And to be fair, even Lampard didn't. But Lampard didn't get this kind of
thanks.
criticism.
Yeah, yeah, and yeah.
We'll talk about Lampard later. Yeah, but but only from day one he has there has been a cultural shift from the
Yeah,
Mourinho's, Louis Van Gaals. There's been a shift in the way United have been working on the pitch and even off the pitch.
yeah,
You could see that if there was a player, if they were interested in, for example, there was a Dybala, if you remember last season,
yeah,
a player interested, but if the kind of player was only in for money,
yeah,
like okay, chalo, United interested, so United, let's go, let's see what happens. But it was
yeah,
not like no, come on, it's United, let's go
yeah,
for it.
yeah,
I want to be here.
yeah,
The player was not signed. It was
yeah.
just
That's
not for the name, not for that. When we made signings like Di Maria, keep coming to Di Maria on
yeah,
that. When he made the such signing, he didn't make any more signing. He was happy without any signing.
yeah,
His team has not been bad like Lampard has been bad or even other managers. Ole for me has done a brilliant job. There's no complaint from his side. It definitely
yeah,
after the way Mourinho left, it would take time.
yeah. I think
And the
there's a
thing you could see,
sustained improvement. You could see last year they finished third,
yeah,
and after that this year
yeah,
again. Now currently their first. There's
yeah,
signs of improvement. So I think in the summer now the board will back him with
yeah.
more money because they've seen, array, he can do stuff if given time. Hopefully.
Hopefully, yeah, that's the thing. But we have been very poor in packing our managers after finishing Champions League. You could see the Sancho saga this summer.
Yeah.
The
And then
Sancho saga.
coming back to this season again, now, what do you think? I want to address the issue. Is there a chance of a title? You think number 21 back again? Or what are your thoughts on that right now?
from a United from a United fan point of view, I can
Yeah.
only dream about it.
Yeah.
Never thought we would be in top of the league after the start we had.
Yeah.
After Spurs thrashed us 6-1.
Yeah. 6-1. Seriously.
None of us expected. I don't think any United fan, let it be anyone, let it
Yeah.
be how optimistic he is. No one expected that.
Yeah.
But from a neutral point of view, that point of view, I don't see anyone catching City the way they are playing now.
Yeah.
I
I
think
think.
I think it is theirs to lose.
Yeah.
The
I think
way
now, but
United are not there yet.
yeah. I
Yeah,
think City, De Bruyne is out for I think 4 weeks. I think again that's a chance for teams like
yeah,
United, Leicester to bridge the gap. But again, and then
yeah.
again Liverpool. I thought going after that 7-0 win at Crystal Palace, I thought okay Liverpool are looking good. But now I
Hmm.
just can't see if until and unless they sign a centre back. I think I mean they've I think been unlucky with injuries. Jota is injured. I mean Jota was supposed to come in and
Yeah,
provide backup to the front three whenever one of them is not playing, but he got injured, I think. And then yeah, there's so many problems for Liverpool this year until and unless in the last few days of the transfer window, if they sign a centre back, I can't see them challenging. It'll be tough. I think, like you said, City is obviously favourites, and then I think United
yeah,
will be there if they continue that. You see Leicester challenging,
yeah.
bro?
For me, Leicester, Brendan Rodgers has done a brilliant job there.
Yeah,
But they are only like a defeat away from falling apart like they did in the second half of the last season.
yeah, that's right.
They should have finished top four
Yeah,
when they were the third. I think they were like 12 points ahead during when lockdown started, or 10 to 12 points, some
yeah,
points in, and the way they fell, it's like a
yeah,
defeat or two away from a
yeah,
complete collapse.
yeah,
So let's just say brilliant. Kudos to Brendan to doing what he has done there. I didn't expect them from I thought top six, top seven, something like that, but to be successful for 2 years challenging top four, let
yeah,
alone the title,
yeah,
challenging for the top four is brilliant there. It's brilliant. And the way they play also
yeah.
is good. But for me it is Manchester City's to lose from
Okay.
here. Because when you saw the Chelsea game, it reminded me of this the 17-18 season, when Conte was
Yeah,
there,
yeah,
how they went there and beat the reigning champions there, and how they beat Chelsea over here. It reminded me of that performance complete, and
that's
Chelsea
right.
were not in the game at all.
But again, I mean,
And
this is like a funny season.
coming
So
to yeah,
go ahead, go ahead.
coming to De Bruyne's injury, I think Bernardo Silva is a perfect replacement for them. It happened
Yeah,
again 2 years back when De Bruyne was injured for the entire season, and they still finished with 99 points.
yeah. Bernardo came in
With
and played really well.
with,
Yeah,
with Bernardo playing his role,
yeah,
they have a perfect replacement there.
yeah. I mean, in the start of the season, honestly, I didn't think City would do well because I mean, they were like this was like a transition year. I thought for them, like because
Yeah,
company left few years back, they haven't replaced him properly, and then
yeah,
Fernandinho is slightly declined, and then Aguero is slightly declined. Silva left, so I thought this would be a transition year. But I mean, again, they've gone out, spent on Diaz, and then he looks to have showed the defense. Then Stones is playing well. De Bruyne is back. So I mean, yeah, right
yeah,
now at the moment, I think like you said, City is to lose. But I mean, it's like a weird season. Like in the start, people thought, okay, Chelsea and
yeah,
Tottenham are going to do well. I mean, they were up there. If you remember, I think it was still early days,
yeah.
but they were playing well. And then
Yeah,
each
7 8
period you
games.
thought, yeah,
Seven.
and then you thought Liverpool, and then suddenly now it's like City and United. So you never know with this season.
I think with the table it's still everyone's. It's not like Liverpool is completely out of it. It's only six
Yeah,
points gap, and
yeah,
with a half a season to go,
yeah.
like couple of defeats. If United lose 2 games in a row, United are again back to the top four battle.
That's right.
So all teams, I think, right from the first position, which is us, United,
Yeah,
to I think Tottenham, which is sixth, fifth, or whatever they are,
yeah,
it is there. Even if you count Everton have played 2 games less,
yeah,
and I think if they win those 2 games, and one of them being City,
yeah,
even they are up for the top four, at least the top four race. So
yeah.
we are not so it's a very weird season. It's not those season when you need 90 points to win, 90 odd
That
points like it's been the
definitely.
last year.
Yes,
It's an
definitely.
85 point season.
That's right. I mean, and then we mentioned Lampard and Chelsea.
Yeah.
I mean, news coming in today, he's gone. Typical Chelsea, but
Yeah.
I personally thought he would have been given a little bit longer. What are your thoughts
Yeah.
on Chelsea and Lampard?
I just a typical Roman Abramovich, not typical Chelsea or something like typical Roman Abramovich move. The point is, I personally believe it's a wrong move to go ahead in the middle of the season
Yeah,
because you
that's
have
true.
backed them. They signed too many players for me.
Yeah,
They went and signed like I think seven first team players. That's
yeah,
too many for a team like Chelsea to when you want to
yeah,
go for a title challenge, you need three or four world class players. You
yeah,
don't need to go spend seven.
yeah.
In attacking sense only they went and got I think Werner, Zeke, Kai Havertz with an attacking lineup which was already doing well, quite well.
Back for
And
Thiago Silva,
defensively they
Chilwell, and the keeper, new keeper. So
yeah, yeah. That's like half the team changed
yeah,
from the playing 11 point of view.
yeah,
Half the team changed and for me they made too many
yeah.
signings. But when you back him with such signings, you should have given him some time
But
to
like,
turn it
did you?
around. And that too,
Mm. Yeah, go ahead, bro. Sorry.
that just want to finish that too to a club legend.
Yeah,
Just
yeah, that's
give
true.
some time to a club legend.
But like, did you see any improvements you think, or like any signs? Okay, if Lampard is given time, he might just get it right. Because I mean, last year they had the transfer ban and he finished top four. That was a good achievement. I mean, with a decent squad. I mean, that squad for me wasn't good compared to previous squads without Hazard also. So he's done that. But this year, again, obviously with the money spent, pressure comes and he hasn't delivered right now. But I mean, again, did you see signs? Okay, he should have been given more time and he could have done well.
For me, last season Chelsea were
Tactically,
the third best team.
yeah,
Uh, though United finished third last year,
yeah,
Chelsea was the team that played the third best football. Stat
yeah,
from the point of view of stats, expected goals, expected points, and everything.
yeah,
Chelsea did very well from that point of view. He should have been given some time for me. This
yeah. That's
season they
right.
started off decently, but with Werner
Pressure.
underperforming,
Yeah,
Hakim Ziyech being injured,
yeah,
I think the only way I could blame Lampard was one player I quite like watching is Hudson Odoi. I think
yeah,
he has an X factor. He's a young kid. You
yeah.
can't
That's
expect him
true.
to score, assist, everything, but he should have given some more opportunity when
Opportunities.
players like Hakim Ziyech were injured.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. So, but I think it's too early to sack him.
Sack
Too
him. Yeah.
early. The season was not over.
I mean,
Too not
especially
early, but it is.
yeah, Oli
Yeah,
and I
bro.
think Arteta. I think they also had rough patches, but I mean they were given time, so they came out. So I think I would have thought, okay, just give him some time, maybe end of the season, or I mean just see out the season, and then in the summer you can change.
Because it'll be difficult for the new coach also to.
Hmm, okay, we just lost Ronak there. Yeah, so just coming back after that brief pause. Bro, now I think we've talked about Chelsea. Now I wanted to ask
Yeah.
you about United again. Coming back to United because you were the basic. We were going to talk about United. Now in the summer, where do you see United needing improvements, and where do you see who do you see coming in for United? Now, I mean,
It's quite a.
irrespective of where they finish, I mean, even if they finish second
Yeah.
this year, I think it'll be a
Yeah.
great achievement. So,
Yeah. I think one has to be for a right winger. We don't have one from like last. I don't know how long it's been since we had a right winger in.
I think Nani was the
So
last, or Antonio Valencia,
uh, Antonio Valencia became a right back.
right back.
He became a right back. It's been Mata since like I think 2014.
Yeah,
Mata and one brief spell of Adnan Januzaj.
yeah,
Remember him?
yeah, yeah.
There was a brief spell of him there. Good 6 years. United have not had a proper right winger.
Yeah,
We have a makeshift one in Greenwood right now, and sometimes this season Rashford has been playing there.
yeah.
So right winger is a must, and centre back maybe centre back. Centre
Centre
back
back,
we need one.
definitely. Yeah, yeah. I mean,
Yeah,
those two positions, even I thought right from the start, right winger and centre back. And
a
maybe, I mean,
centre
if
back.
Cavani is getting, I mean, older, I mean, long-term
Yeah,
striker. Yeah,
yeah, that is it because it
yeah.
is there, but right winger and centre back, and then a striker.
So, do you see
That
Pogba staying now? I mean, that continuing that midfield partnership?
um,
Or you see
I I see him leaving in the summer, bro.
really?
There's no
Okay, yeah,
chance.
I think, yeah,
I think he's leaving. I think this
I
is the
think,
final thing. When I think even Ole has promised him, he okay, perform till the end of the season, I will sort it out.
yeah,
And kudos to Ole for his man management also because the way Raiola came in firing.
Yeah, I know.
He's going to leave and everything. Mourinho would have just, you know,
Yeah,
I don't know what he would have just exploded.
yeah, I know.
He would have just exploded, but Ole handled it in a perfect way he could.
I know. That's true, bro.
And you can see in Pogba's performance also that he's fighting for Ole now. He's
Yeah,
fighting for the Ole, he's fighting for the shirt, and he's doing everything. And even in the first goal, the way he
yeah,
won the ball,
yeah.
he's a slight tackle he did, and in the counter we scored the goal. It showed the commitment he's having.
Right. I mean, that's pretty much about it. I mean, which I wanted to talk about today. I mean, still hoping that me personally, Liverpool can do something. We need a centre back. Without a centre back, I think it's not possible. But yeah, I mean, it's sort of fascinating second half of the season. Champions League is going to start soon.
Yes.
Title race and the top four are all up for grabs. So, I mean, thank you,
Even the
bro.
Europa League. Even,
Yeah.
even the Europa League, bro. Don't forget that. We are playing there.
Anyways, thank you, bro, Ronak, for coming, and it was great talking to you. Hopefully,
thank,
we can have
thank you,
you
bro.
again soon, again for future
Done,
podcasts.
done, bro. This was
Thank you,
fun, bro.
and
Thank you for having me, bro.
no worries.